Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the respiration process. So, respiration is a destructive process in which carbohydrates are destructed in the liberation of energy, during which CO2 and water are released. Here, more energy is released during respiration. Respiration is done by all the microorganisms, plants, bacteria, etc. In which respiration is of two types. One is aerobic respiration, another one is the anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means respiration occurs in the process in which oxygen is used. So, in the presence of oxygen, when respiration occurs, that is known as aerobic respiration, which is performed by all the living organisms, plants, etc. Whereas the anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of the oxygen, that is, which is performed by the microorganisms, bacteria, virus, and all the prokaryotic organisms. So, in this aerobic respiration, both the Krebs cycle, glycolysis, and electron transport systems are occurred, in which glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm, whereas the rest of all the processes are occur in mitochondria. In anaerobic respiration, only glycolysis occurs, and the fermentation process is occurred by the microorganisms. Fermentation means in which the carbohydrates are destructed and formed into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So, during respiration, more energy is released. In aerobic respiration, 686 energy kilocalories are released, whereas in anaerobic respiration, 56 kilocalories energy is liberated. So, overall, respiration is a destructive process in which carbohydrates are destructed to form carbon dioxide and water with the liberation of the energy. So, here let us discuss about the mitochondria. Mitochondria, we all know about these mitochondria. These are the energy restores. So, in which energy is restored in the form of ATP in mitochondria. They are the first of all observed by Benda. A mitochondria was first of all given by Benda, scientist, in which it is a double membraned lipoproteinous structure. So, in this, let us see about the mitochondria. Mitochondria is covered by a membrane, bounded by two membranes, in which outer membrane and inner membrane are seen. So, these are the bounded organelles found in all the eukaryotic cells. Here, mitos means thread and chondrion means granule. So, it is a thread granule-like structure. So, it is a granule-like structure. Mitochondria means granule-like structure. So, let us see the structure of the mitochondria. Mitochondria are the oval or rectangular double membraned structure in which outer membrane and inner membrane are present. Outer membrane is the very small thin, it is made up of some small thin like structures. They are known as porins. So, in the outer membranes, porins are present. We already discussed about the porins. Porins are the structures which are used for the entry of large sized or small sized proteins through which from the outer membrane into the inner membrane in the cytoplasm. So, it is helped in the diffusion. So, porins are helped in diffusion of large sized proteins in which it will passes through the plasmodesmata. So, in such a way, in mitochondria also, the outer membrane consists of some small structures known as porins. Aquaporins or porins, they are used in facilitated diffusion. So it is helped in diffusion of gases and all small particles and small sized proteins. So outer membrane contains porins, whereas the inner membrane consists of two structures, intracrystal space and the peripheral space. So the inner boundary membrane between the outer membrane and the inner boundary membrane, there is some space that is known as perimitochondrial space. So in this intracrystal space and peripheral space are seen. So see in the diagram, the internal structure, that is cytoplasm, consists of so many finger-like projections. Those are known as cristae, which are present in the matrix. So the entire cytoplasm is having some colorless fluid-like structure known as matrix, in which the finger-like projections are present. They are known as cristae. And the cristae, there are some granule-like structures. They are matrix granules, in which some ribosomes and ATP synthetase are present. So here see, there are some DNA-like structures are also present in the mitochondria. These mitochondria are known as mitochondrial. These DNA are known as mitochondrial DNA. So the DNA which is present in the chloroplast is known as chloroplastal DNA or plastidal DNA, ctDNA. Whereas the DNA which is present in the mitochondria are known as mitochondrial DNA or mtDNA, which is helpful in the cytoplasmic inheritance. So this is about the structure of the mitochondria. So mitochondria, what are the components present in the mitochondria? Outer membrane, which consists of prions, and inner membrane, in which intercrystal space and the peripheral space are seen, and the lamella consists of inner membrane, which inner boundary membranes and crystal membranes are present, in which matrix is present. In the matrix, there are some finger-like projections are present. They are known as cristae. And in the cytoplasm, there are some circular DNA-like structures are present. These are known as mitochondrial DNA, and some ribosomes and ATP synthesis are also present in the cytoplasm. So here see the outer membrane. The outer membrane, mitochondrial membrane, which closes entire the organelles, has a protein that is known as phospholipid. The ratio is very similar to that of the prokaryotic plasma membrane, that is 1:1. It contains a large number of integral proteins called porins. So I already told about the porins. They are the large number of integral proteins. These porins form channels that allow molecules 5000 daltons or less in molecular weight to freely diffuse from outer side membrane to the inner side. So here, as earlier told, that the large sized proteins or small sized molecules, they are diffused through these membranes through the integral proteins. Next, intermembrane space. There is a space present between the outer membrane and the intermembrane, in which this space is known as mitochondrial space, perimitochondrial space. Because the outer membrane is freely permeable to small molecules, the concentration of the molecules such as the ions and sugars in the intermembrane space is called as systole. Next, intermembrane consists of some proteins and those that perform the redox reactions and the oxidative phosphorylations. And it also consists of ATP synthetase, which generates the ATP in the matrix. Specific transport proteins that regulate metabolite passes into the outer of the matrix. Here there are some ATP synthesis are present, which helpful in the cycle, that is glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Protein import machinery and mitochondrial fusion and fission proteins. So here in the mitochondria, the glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm, whereas the glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm, whereas the Krebs cycle and the electron transport system, they occur in the mitochondrial matrix. See here, cristae are the inner mitochondrial membranes which are having some compartmentalized into cristae-like structures. They are the finger-like projections which expand the surface area of the inner mitochondrial membrane, enhancing its ability to produce ATP. So, these cristae are useful in the production of the ATP. The matrix in this space enclosed by the inner membrane. So, the entire inner membrane is covered with a colorless substance known as matrix. It contains about 2/3 of the total proteins in the mitochondria. The matrix is important in the production of ATP. So, see the mitochondrial DNA. So, the DNA, the human mitochondrial genome is a circular DNA which molecular bases are 16 kilobases. It encloses 37 genes, 13 for subunits for respiratory complexes 1, 3, 4, 5 and 22 for mitochondrial tRNA and for rRNA. One mitochondria can contain 2 to 10 copies of its DNA. So, empty DNA are helpful in the cytoplasmic inheritance, in which it consists of so many respiratory complexes, that is 1, 3, 4, 5, etc. And it also consists of tRNA and rRNA amino acids. So, this is the structure of the empty DNA, which consists of so many cytochrome oxidases, NADH dehydrogenase subunits and cytochrome B oxidases and 165 rRNA and cytochrome oxidase subunits D-drop. So, these are the mitochondrial DNA. See, this is the structure of mitochondrial DNA which helps in the cytoplasmic inheritance. So, this is about the DNA of the mitochondria, and mitochondria helpful in the aerobic respiration. So, in the next class we shall discuss about the aerobic respiration and the anaerobic respiration, in which glycolysis occurs both in the aerobic and anaerobic respirations. And aerobic respiration, what is the main difference between the aerobic and anaerobic means? Here aerobic respiration oxygen participates, whereas in the anaerobic respiration the involvement oxygen is not present. So, that is with the utilization of the oxygen, if respiration occurs, that is known as aerobic respiration. And if oxygen is not utilized in the metabolic process, that respiration is known as anaerobic respiration. Whereas the aerobic respiration occurs in all the higher plants, all the organisms, whereas the anaerobic respiration only occurs in the prokaryotic organisms, that is in microorganisms, bacteria, etc. Whereas the in aerobic respiration, the carbohydrate is destructed into CO2 and H2O, and with the utilization of the energy, that is the liberation of the energy, that is 686 kilocalories energy is liberated during the aerobic respiration. Whereas in the anaerobic respiration, the carbohydrate is destructed into alcohol and the CO2, whereas the energy is liberated here is 56 kilocalories. So, these are the main differences. And in the aerobic respiration, glycolysis occurs, and anaerobic respiration also glycolysis occurs. Whereas in aerobic respiration, Krebs cycle and electron transport system occurs, but in the anaerobic respiration, only fermentation process occurs in the microorganisms, in which the ethyl alcohol is liberated. So, this is about the differences between the aerobic and the anaerobic respirations. So, in the next class we shall discuss the glycolysis process, which occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell in both the aerobic and the anaerobic respirations. Thank you very much.